Tonight, new details are here into the investigation behind this April school bus crash that killed a 13-year-old student in Chester County.
Folks will recall here that Lexington School District 2 bus was making its way back to South Carolina from a field trip in Charlotte when the school system said a tire blew out on I-77 South, causing this scene here, that bus flipping.
Dozens of students were on the bus at the time. Several had to be taken to a hospital. 13-year-old Jose Gonzalez Linares was the one who was killed. Now, in a signed statement, the driver of the school bus says that he checked all of the bus's tires and concluded then that they were safe for travel.
Now, in a response to our request, Lexington School District 2 turned over a document, the one that we just mentioned, and more than 200 other pages of maintenance records for the activity bus. Those records showing us this same bus blew a different front tire on the highway back in 2023.
WCNC Charlotte's Nate Morabito discovered now it's what may or may not have taken place after the crash that could point to a possible contributing factor, at least in this incident here. Nate?
That's right. A state trooper told me the Highway Patrol is still investigating the cause of the deadly April 17th crash, but the records raise questions about the bus's front tire on the passenger side.
A loud boom from what sounded like the front passenger side.
I just heard everybody start screaming, and
the bus then became difficult to steer.
then I saw the bus flipped over.
When you look at the words the driver of this bus put on paper.
So this is what I'm talking about when I say tread separation.
Tire failure expert Matt Wetherington says the clues likely point to an actual problem with the tire itself.
There's really nothing they could have done under the circumstance.
The attorney says even a pre-trip inspection, which the driver says he completed, can't necessarily catch a factory or design defect or a maintenance failure.
You could have a dangerously aged and poorly maintained tire that was driving around with these children in it.
Maintenance records show the manufacturer made this bus in December 2019. But after scouring the documents, which go back even further than we requested, we couldn't find anything that explicitly documents the school district ever replaced the front passenger tire, which means at the time of the crash, it could have been nearing what Wetherington generally calls the end of its 6-year life expectancy.
I mean, you're right at the replacement time then, if they've not been replaced. So it is possible that that could be a factor.
Then there's this. Records show the bus spent the majority of the last 2 years off the road at 3 different auto repair shops after its front driver's side tire blew out on the highway in June 2023 with a high school football team on board. It's unclear if during that lengthy time out of commission, the repair shops left the bus outside at risk of the elements or covered it, and if workers regularly adjusted the tire pressure.
It is entirely possible that it sat there in an underinflated or even uninflated state for a long period of time. And then when you put air back in that tire after it's been had the whole weight of the vehicle sitting on it for months at a time, that can cause a tread separation.
District records show just a little more than a month before the April 17th crash, a tire shop checked the air of all activity bus tires and added air to those that needed it.
That's possible. But again, it would require looking at the tire and really reviewing the actual internals of it to be able to make that conclusion.
While state troopers are investigating, Wetherington says the agency's probe won't go far enough and believes a deeper investigation is warranted.
And just 2 weeks before this crash, records show the district also had to replace one of the bus's rear tires after a metal rod got stuck in the sidewall. Now, before airing this story, we shared what we planned on reporting with Lexington School District 2. We didn't hear back. District officials previously told us Lexington 2, quote, will not offer further comment on these records or the April 17th incident due to the ongoing investigation. So we have to wait to find out what actually happened still.
And I know that you will continue to dig on this too, as you always do, Nate, so thank you.
That's right.